Okay, welcome everybody to Monday night camping. That's right, we're going camping in the woods. And tonight we're looking at the cabin in the woods. Not the one you've seen in the Hollywood movie, but the one in EverQuest. That's right, EverQuest has cabin in the woods. It's sure enough to give you nightmares. But tonight we're going to be taking it down because we're going to get Scrath a piece of his epic. And if he doesn't like it, I'll just wear it myself. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining us, and let's go ahead and introduce the cast and crew. Make sure that bear doesn't bite us. On the left, we have Scrath, and Scrath is why we're here. He's our rogue, kitty cat rogue. In the front, we have El Bardo, down there by the rainbow bunny. We have our tank, Light Eyes. That's right. Next to Light Eyes, we got Snakes on a Plane, our necromancer. And Doctor Who is going to try to heal everybody. Guys, remember, there's a delay in Doctor Who healing you. Behind him, we have Toaster, who's going to toast him with his fire nukes, and I'm your host, Daydream. We should be joined by Reds, our druid, and we'll be getting ready to get to work. But before we start everything, I want to go ahead and thank Mike Massa for that big donation on the last live stream. Thank you so much, Mike Massa. You may not be out in the live stream tonight, but when you view this video again, you'll see it. And also big thanks to Sean Boyd. You guys are incredible. I just can't believe it. You guys, every other night, everybody's dropping a donation. You guys are just the greatest. I mean, really the greatest people out there. I never knew such cool people existed. But you guys are the coolest, and I really appreciate everything. Even the other people that have donated in the past, appreciate all you, especially those that have donated and joined channel membership. There will be more videos coming up. I just have so many that I already have. I don't want to flood it at one time and clog up the list. Okay, thanks again, guys. Leaving the stuff on the corpsey. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our levels. We're pretty much almost all of us are 65. And the difference is Scrath, I think, is like 60 something. And Doctor Who's 64, a smidgen away from 65. And then after that, we have everybody else that's kind of close. What we're doing here is we're waiting for not the bunny to move, but that cabin there. That is the cabin in the woods. One of my favorite movies, by the way, Cabin in the Woods. I don't know, did they ever make a part 2 to Cabin in the Woods? I really wish they would have. What I usually like to do is set up right about here. I usually like to get about here. This is an ample distance from the place. And what I will do is we're going to try to pacify and pull. The coercer and advisor should drop the item that Zizzy needs. And I have AE Mez loaded. They are up to 58, so may not be able to Mez all that many. And same with the stun. But that will be that. Don't really need to slow them. There's not much in that. It's basically a crowd control situation that we have here. But Mez and Blast. I've done this before, but at a higher level. And it's a little different. You basically pull one of them out of there. And El Bardo is going to be able to back up with his Pacify. Now my Pacify only goes to 55. This is probably not going to work at all. So there's a couple ways to do it. It could be Mez and pull. 55, we'll check their levels, but I may have to load Wake of Tranquility, get in range, and take them from there. Let's move in Doctor Who closer. I'll also load a Dispel because I believe the Dispel is definitely needed out here. So let's load a Dispel. We're going to take their happy buffs off. And it should be spawning. Now, if they just spawn one right away, we're just going to pull it right away and kill it. So whatever spawns, if they're all going to spawn at the same time. But if one pops up, just pull it like bam, just fast like that.
Okay.
Just if it's just one. If there's like 5, I think they all spawn at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. And 7 p.m. we should be getting some action soon. Our little Dark Elves should be coming up there. So Dark Elf versus Dark Elf. Gonna make that interesting. Or are they? This would be easy if they just come out there. I wish the cabin looked more like Cabin in the Woods because that would be so cool. And why didn't they make a part 2 out of Cabin in the Woods? I just wonder. It's a great movie. You know, sometimes I wonder. Oh, I should put resist magic up, darn it. Alright, let me do that real quick before you know what happens. Because the reason why you need resist magic... Oh, watch out for the cabin reds. Come on over. Come on up here.
I'll play my resist song.
Okay. Yeah, they will, the Corsa can charm you. Where'd reds go? Oh, there's... Nope. Thought I saw reds.
I am behind you.
Oh, you're behind me. I was looking for... Oh, there you are. Okay, so I'm going to put you into Snake's group. Just because that's all we can really do. So, yeah, it's a crowd control situation here. Looks like we should be streaming all right. Let me check the settings. Yep, we're streaming. It looks like it's all going good. Just waiting for our dark elves to pop up. Wait, I think I see something. I see some corpses down there. Some dark elf some skeleton corpse. And what's that in there? I can see it on my other character. Some corpses.
Undead visor coming from the back.
Okay, yeah, just destroy him. Send your pet on him or whatever. Here, let's see. Gonna load my undead spell. Yeah, so it's nighttime now, so the action is gonna be starting any minute. Hope you guys are enjoying your Monday night. This should be action-packed. Like I said earlier, I hope it doesn't all spawn at once. And it's kind of a small cabin, you know, like burnt cabin. I'd kind of like a bigger cabin, because when they're so tight like this, it's really hard to pacify them. Although I think you can. You have to know which one you can get out. Undead everywhere. Okay, there's a ghoulie over there. Undead cleric. Oh, don't like that. A dreaded woofie. That means it's action time very, very soon. Oh, and what's this lady over there? She's not undead. She's level 25.
It's an undead cleric, kind of like an oxymoron.
Yeah. Decaying healer. Oh. And where's decaying healer? Oh, there you go. So they're supposed to spawn every day, right?
Let me look.
Okay, got the zombie infantry. Come on over, zombie infantry. And let's see what this is. Fine steel. Ooh. Let's make some money while we're here. At least he drops fine steel. Dreadwolf. Let's hope haste doesn't wear off. Shoot. Haste. No, it's still up. That's good. 25 minutes. Wonder if they spawn at midnight. Hey, Cypher. Hello. How's it going? Are you playing tonight? We're doing, we're trying to do the undead Kithakor. Cabin in the woods, I call it. I don't know why it's not spawning yet.
It says it's on an 8-hour timer. She spawns on an 8-hour timer. The other dark elves are on about a 2-hour timer, from what I can tell.
Oh my gosh, 8-hour timer? That's like real life?
Did not say.
Oh gosh.
I'm digging deeper.
But you know what? I doubt anybody's been farming this. Although I do see some corpses there. Oh, here's the other timer. Skeleton, come here. Seems to be a whole lot of other undead somewhere. Where are those from? Oh, that's lie dice.
Just stomping.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there's something that looks like a skeletal leg. Too bad that wasn't his item. All right, so Cypher, we'll have to wait till Friday before you can join us then. Oh, the cabin in the woods. After this, we're going to go over to Skyfire and get... Oh, yeah, get rid of this guy here. And we're going to get El Bardo his piece.
Yeah, 8-hour respawn real time from the
What?
last time it was killed.
Oh,
But who
God.
knows when the last time it killed?
Yeah, I know. It's like... Oh, that's weird. Because nobody should be killing him.
Well, it's only 9 p.m.
Yeah. And the other ones are a quicker timer, right?
2 hour.
Okay, so they should spawn. Cypher 46 is good enough. You can join us Friday when maybe we'll go back to Plane of Fear and do that. Get some good stuff again. We got to get El Bardo his item from the Amy Warriors. Okay, I see some corpses in that building. Are those... Can anybody see the corpses? Are those of the ones?
It's just undead.
Okay, so they're not like the named.
No.
Okay, then in that case should spawn. Yeah, and Cypher, I did set up some new loyalty badges for those that are members that have hit the join button, so check them out. Let me know if they work, because they haven't been... I guess people have to change their loyalty badges, or you can select the ones you want. I did a couple like an Evil Eye and all that. May want to check it. Zombie Trooper. All right. Squad leader.
Got a party coming.
Okay. Ooh, wow, look at that. Ooh, fine steel. Wow, we're gonna get good faction here. Okay, guys, plenty of fine steel there. We can make a little money while we're waiting. Oh, you bad little thing. Weird. This looks like the right cabin. This is strange. Got all his other bros out here, but oh, and Cypher, the Necro Guide. Which Necro Guide is that? Puts me in light blue platforms now. Got hordes of these little guys, but no big guys. Like, look at these healers all over the place. Gosh, this is weird. 8 hours ago would have been noon. So, it is possible somebody killed them at noon.
We'll see what happens at midnight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Cypher, they are undead, but the ones we want are gonna supposedly pop in the cabin, but we haven't seen them yet, so something's weird. It's kind of unlikely that somebody actually killed them. Picking up a lot of copper. Huh, I wonder if it's triggered or something.
Didn't say anything about being triggered. There with all the write-ups is pretty common, actually.
Oh, he
Well,
said, Cypher said they never spawn before 9 p.m.
Well, it's like midnight
It's
now.
almost midnight, yeah. Skeletal Advisor. And more of them. Oh, Cypher said 4 to 5 a.m. Ah, that's weird. Okay, thanks for the advice, Cypher. Should be coming up real soon then.
Past my bedtime.
Past my bedtime. Yeah, War. I wonder if we can. Oh, 4 a.m. game time. Yeah, yeah, that'll be right.
I know, I was making a joke.
There we go, guys. Zombie guard in the middle. He's one of them. And here they come. Rotting priests. We got to start pulling these guys up here. Let me get them. These guys, let's get these guys up here. It's starting to spawn now. I'm going to bring them all up, just mow this pile down. Gotta clear this out here. I see how they come out. Bring zombie guard out. Skeletal arm. Not sure if anybody wants that. Okay, one little guy in there. And thanks, Cypher, you were right. It looks like it will spawn a little bit later. There you go.
Back up.
Oh, we got him. Okay, a few more moments and we'll find out. Yeah, that's right, Wara. Now, Wara out in YouTube, we haven't seen him, and Cypher says they spawn around 4 to 5 a.m., which should be very soon. We're hoping they pop right out of the cabin in the woods. Meanwhile, the roamers keep coming. Yeah, Cypher said that would be 8 hours after dead. Line since 9 p.m. dead, 6 a.m. live. All right, congratulations on the fine steel sword, Light Eyes. Yeah, so it's just a guess. Okay, we'll see what happens. It comes around again, but they should spawn once per day, I hope. If they don't spawn this cycle, it means somebody went and killed them. And we'll have to try back at another time. But I thought they despawn during the daytime, or they just stay up all the time.
Not sure.
Yeah, Cypher, I thought they should spawn once per night, really. But that would be messed up if it wasn't. Well, since we're here, let's talk about the next thing. And let's talk about your favorite character you like to play, or what you like about the character you're playing now. I guess El Bardo, we never got to hear from El Bardo. So, Bardo, what is your favorite character?
I always like my warriors, but I'm pretty much fun with this ball.
Yeah. What do you like about the warrior?
Just out tanking, just smash.
Uh-huh. That's good. Now, what do you like about the bard?
Speed.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, if we were on a test server, would you be playing a bard?
I thought about it, but I'll stick with Gans.
Welcome aboard, musical Miss Singer out on Twitch. That was good. Now, I want to ask Toaster, because everybody wonders why Toaster is playing a mage when he played a Shadow Knight before. But Toaster, what do you like about the mage? And congratulations, Foolish Mordon, 32.
Let's see. It's fun doing damage, and I have 2 ways of doing it. Plus, if I want to go grab something to drink, my pet can keep fighting.
That's right. That's a good one.
More beer? I'm making a maid.
Yeah.
No, I'm amazed. It'd only be fine wines.
Now, Cypher said his favorite is a mage. That's what he likes to play the most. Now, how about Reds over there? Reds, I don't know if we asked you the other night. What's your favorite?
I think I like more of a casting class than a melee class.
Uh-huh. And what would your favorite be?
I have a lower level mage, which is interesting. I just started playing around with it. I never played one before, and they are very powerful.
Yeah. So it sounded like we're going to be doing a mage army pretty soon. I got a lot of people that like mages. That's good. Okay. What do you like about the druid you're playing now?
That's a good question. I think it's just I could just run around and with the different spells I have, I could travel different areas just by porting someplace. I could run by and give people buffs and just kind of keep on running by them.
Oh, that's very good. And Musical Miss Singer out in YouTube likes bards and paladins, then warriors. Cypher said he'll do another mage. Interesting. Well, I think that pretty much covers everybody. We did ask Light Eyes last night, but Light Eyes, what is your favorite class that you like to play?
I'm not sure I really have one.
Yeah, you mentioned that it depends on the level, I think.
I wouldn't really say on the level. I'd say more on the era. Just because each class, certain eras, they just did really well for those classes.
Yeah, that's true. Can you give us some examples?
Well, from Omens of War to I'm trying to think, what's the mechanical one that came out not a few expansions late?
Secrets of Fadar?
Yeah, Secrets of Fader, I think. That's the one with the big robot that walks around that zone.
Yeah, the one we never killed, Octa Schmacta.
And you know, clerics were real powerful during that time. Like, you could, like I said, you could run around in certain areas of the zone, certain zones, and just annihilate everything by yourself and just collect tons of AAs, which was a lot of fun. Like, typically you couldn't do that with a lot of classes. And you know, Flames of Power to Omens of War, I really liked playing my Shadow Knight.
Oh, that's good.
Rangers, you know, Planes of Power and up, you know, they really got buffed real well, and those are real fun.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
So,
that
I
ring.
mean, I think it's just kind of based off the era of what is when I think certain classes were really.
Oh, thank you. Good input there. Now, what about you, Scrath?
Yeah, once I don't know. I like the ones that are a challenge at the beginning, which I thought was the Ranger was the ultimately until the Rogue. Rogue is so hard at the beginning, but they pay off once you get them up to higher levels.
Yeah.
Once I can start dumping some more AAs and backstab's going to mean something a little more.
And she'll be scratching everybody's eyes out, too. Oh, that sounds great, guys. So your favorite class, Zizzy, what would that be? I mean, Scrath.
I'll still go with the Ranger.
Okay, Ranger, yeah. I think a Ranger is definitely a good DPS class, especially later on. You definitely need those as much DPS as you can if when you do raids and things. So any kind of outside DPS would be just perfect. And I like them because they can add DPS without running out of mana. You know, I had a wizard, and the problem with the wizard is it ran out of mana after a while. I mean, it could do more burst damage, which is really nice, and that's what the situation calls for. But couldn't just keep doing sustained damage. Like the ranger can just keep going all day and all night. Huh, I don't know if this thing is gonna spawn. Can anybody check on track? Sort by consider?
Nothing yet.
Oh man, I thought maybe we're at the wrong cabin. Four AM, we'll just wait a little bit.
Yeah, it's 4.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and input, keep you guys entertained and input what I like about the characters I play. And it's good that Foolish Mortal got 32. Keep going, Foolish Mortal, and you can team up with us. We'll get you in. I'll tell you what. I started out with a warrior, got him about level 5, and then I went to Necro back in 1999. Played that to level 50, and that was good and all that. But later on, I found out about the Enchanter, and if you get through the hell level, it's kind of like the Rogue. It gets really, really, really good. And what I like about the Enchanter in Classic, of course, is you can just do some ridiculous things that just are crazy. You couldn't do with any other class. Solo some stuff. And the fun part about it is getting one mob to fight another mob. There's so many aspects to it. Getting to be the air traffic controller, basically, when you get a big overpull, it's really, really important to go in and break, mez the crowd. Also in dungeons, you want to be able to break the room. So it can do all of those things really, really well. But of course, at some point, it becomes a nerf class, and it's not as strong. But the best times, I think, are in Classic. It's just crazy what these enchanters can do in Classic, and that's what I like about it. I still have one enchanter at level 110 that I still play, and I still like that. You know, it's more situational than anything. I mean, you don't really get to go around charm stuff. I tried to Ring of Scale, and it doesn't. The charm doesn't last. You know, only lasts like 2 seconds, and there's a lot of things they nerf charm. but it's still you know, in Howling Stones we still couldn't have got through it without the AoE mez, and that's the one thing. I mean, the Bard, if it was single targets, the Bard can handle the job probably better than Enchanter, I think. But when it comes to, there's some sections in Howling Stones in Ring of Scale where you're going to get 4 every time, and you have to really be able to mez them. You have to be able to slow them and all that stuff. So that's the one situation where the Enchanter's good. So that's what I like about it. But I think in the early days, once you hit level 11, then it becomes such a fun class. It's just you go from being a nothing class to like, wow, you can charm this, and it's fun to see that some mobs fight the other ones, and also you get to benefit from some things that no other class does. Like for example, if you're on Mangler and you go ahead and charm the Ghoul Savant, and you guys, if you've seen my best charm pet number 3, you'll see that he's like a J5 merc. He doesn't run out of mana or anything, and he'll keep you healed in addition to keeping himself healed. The only way he dies is if he gets too many on him. Like if he can get like 2 on him, that's no problem. He can just keep healing himself and fighting and all that. And so he's really, really good. He's a great pet, and he's very easy to recharm because he doesn't hit fast like a monk. He won't interrupt you. He'll try to cast spells on you, but you get him and he's like a J5 merc at that age, at that level, you know, in a TLP. He's the best one ever. I charmed him by mistake, thinking I was going to get him to waste his mana, and he killed half of the tower in Lower Guck before I realized he was the best charm pet there by far, for his level, that is. I mean, he's not going to take the Ghoul Lord or the King or anything crazy like that, or the Frenzy, but you know, you can take that whole section just with that one pet, kill 5 mobs and stuff, and he'll buff you and stuff. So it's just really, you get below 30%, he'll heal you just like that, happily, with a big smile on his face. So yeah, that's what I like. The Enchanter, you get that aspect of the game that nobody can get. I mean, bards can charm, but not for that long. Welcome aboard, Alkadian. Druids are super fun to charm with because you can use ensnare. Yes, I totally agree. The snare is really good. And musical, yeah, that was on one of the videos. It wasn't supposed to be that. It was supposed to be how to farm the Ghoul Savant, but it turned out to be the best charm pet. There's other ones. There's another charm pet video that'll be coming up later, and you're going to see there's some OP mobs out there. They're not like Irod, Hayrod, but you can charm them, and they can take, you know, this next one, they can take 5 or 6 at the same time and still live, which is just bonkers. So, and they're really easy to charm, and they don't have any magic resistance. They're just there. And you guys got to see the Snowfang guy. They put an extra digit on his hit points, and he's just OP'd. Yeah. And so that's what's good about it. I mean, it's just a fun class to play, just because you can do that kind of stuff. But what happens later on in the game is they take away a lot of that fun. So you don't have those aspects there anymore. You can't find super duper mobs like that will just be your J5 and, you know, stuff like that. It just doesn't exist. I think we turned to daytime, guys. Oh, that's a party pooper. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, so here we go. We got a choice. We can do the Skyfire, and I think look for Bardo's thingy, or we can do Kedge Keep, but I know nobody likes mermaids because we've done it so many times last year. We did 3 years worth of mermaid hunting last year. So we can either hit up that if you want, or there's always a shoe factory. A Skyfire or shoe factory.
I'm up for either.
Okay, so let's take a vote here. I guess we should probably head, since we got Reds with us, we got Reds. What is your tracking skill?
Hold on.
Okay, yeah, because he should have bigger tracking.
125.
Okay, how about yours, Bardo?
100.
Oh, it's close enough. That's pretty darn close. Well, all right then. In that case, what we'll need, Reds, is we need snakes to get a punt out to Skyfire if possible, and then shoot, I got to get you into the group actually. So what we need to do is, to get everybody out to Skyfire, we need to drop out, unless we're going to run there, we need to drop out somebody from the main group here and switch them with Reds. So I'm going to pop Reds out of Snakes' group here. We're going to hope we get that name Chromadrak for him.
I'll run there.
You're going to run there?
Yeah.
Okay, then let me add Reds to my group. But Reds, would you be able to punt Snakes? She's up there. Punt her to Skyfire.
I have to go with the whole group.
What? Oh, you just group only. Okay. In that case, how am I gonna do that here? Can you punt her to? Do you have a punt to like South Row or something? And she'll just run over there.
Where's she bound at?
Plane of Knowledge. So if she came out at Plane of Knowledge, she'd have to.
If you send her there, I'll go. I'm bound there also.
Oh, but then we need to get to Skyfire.
Yeah, you take her there, then I'll take the group to Skyfire. I'll go back to Plane of Knowledge, and I'll bring her back with me.
Oh, okay, great. That's a good idea. So yeah, why don't we do that? So once we land, yeah, she'll go and she'll just meet you back at Plane of Knowledge. When you port the group into Skyfire, I think you just hit Secor and they'll end up on the side we were last time. And I'll have her port back to POK. Good point.
Ready?
Yeah. And Snakes will meet you back at POK. Yeah, there's a cabin in the woods. Oh, too bad.
Boo-hoo.
I know. What's up with that?
That was weird.
I know. It's like, shoot, they should have been up. Well, there's only 8 people. There's just another cleric. He's probably hunting shards. And some other guy. Okay, here comes the Sucor guys. That'll put us right at the over there zone line. Okay, thanks Reds, and I'll go ahead and drop Reds out of the group. And thanks for taking care of Snakes. We can wait here for Reds. Sending Reds an invite. Okay, there's Reds added in the group. I'll move him closer. Thank you so much, Reds. And Albardo, if you happen to see it on track, let us know.
Be right there. I have to buy some food.
Okay.
I'll be back in a second.
Sure thing. Good job, Reds, on the Sucor and all that. Well done. Okay, so I'm going to put Reds. We're going to have to figure something out here to get. We should get him in the main group. So, we're going to get Reds in, but we got Bardo. So we're going to need a tank in the group. We need Scrath. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to pop Toaster out, Toaster will have to join with Snakes because Toaster can heal his pet. And we got to keep Bardo, all the melees in main group. So
What are we looking for again?
Oh, what's that guy's name? El Bardo?
Eldritch the Old.
Eldritch the Old, yeah. Inviting Red to the group.
The city spawns on this side where I'm at.
Let me see here. Yep. Oh yeah. Suppose yeah, right there. That's what I heard. I saw it in another video. Somewhere around there.
It's this one where you got to kill PHs to get them to spawn.
It might be. I've actually seen him on when we were on Cornav. We saw him, but over here it's a totally different situation. Okay, I got the mage pet in extended target and all that. I should put haste up now. And P-Dub, welcome back, our supporter P-Dub. How's it going? I have not tried Vanguard, P-Dub. Have you tried it? You probably have. And yeah, Skyfire it is. We're trying to get Eldritch the Old for Bardo. Elder Werven. Got some more. All right, there's reds.
Are we pulling it to the zone?
We can come out a little bit to this area where we were last time. We can try to do that. This flat top area. It's easy to see. Or we can come down to where you guys are. Let's see, I'm right where everybody is.
Or a mango, this thing can pop anywhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. So we should probably just set up wherever. I'll go over out to here where we were. Oh, here's the Werven thingies. Okay. Oh, here's the Werven.
Can I get that man floating, please?
Sure thing. One moment here. Let me go ahead and let me get it loaded. Dead man floating will be coming up in a moment. Okay, here comes dead man floating. No luck yet. And so Musical says that guy roams a lot, supposedly.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh, no, you're doing fine. We can just work an area, you know, he'll spawn eventually, I think.
Oh, could you have Snakes cast that in group too, please?
Oh, sure thing. Okay, Chromadrak, I'm gonna try to miss him. He can't be missed. We're gonna get dispelled by Chromadrak. Okay. And there's a spell in there, and the spell is Cannibalize 3. Okay, they're going for go ahead and need on it. It's just a money item at this point. Okay, Scrath, you're gonna heal, yep.
Thank you.
Okay. That's right, Musical Mist Singer says bards can cast and move. I totally agree, that's a big, big plus. Okay, here comes a big Wormster.
Even Origin works like that.
Oh, that's incredible.
8 push-ins and whatnot.
Worm scale dropped. And more junk loot. Sky Cinder Drake, I see. This is a good spot to have a couple wizards and just AoE, like bringing like 20 mobs at a time for a wizard. Casting Clarity again. Oh, just at the time he came in. And P-Dub, yeah, good question. I like that question too. Your favorite expansion. Good question, good answer. Got a couple of them. That's a good question. I mean, there's a couple that I really like. Kunark was really good, I'd say. Let's talk about the honorable mentions. I think Kunark was really good. Definitely, Kunark might have been the best expansion out of all of them, I think. Just because if you look at the dungeon design, like Old Sibyllus and what came with it, I felt that was really good. And I remember being there when it opened and seeing, wow, this is just crazy. You know, this is so good. It was good already, and it got even better, I felt. And but oh, Skyfire Drake.
Doors around. Be careful.
But I tell you what, P-Dub, after playing the TLP, I got to say one thing that's really special about Classic is that there's a lot of neat stuff in it. And I feel that at that time of the game, the one thing that's unique about Classic is that the players were not so weak compared to the monsters. As you get higher up in the game, what starts happening is the characters get weaker and weaker and weaker compared to the mobs. So that's one of the problems. Let me get some mana regen up. And this is the oath thing, whatever. So I would have to say, on the other hand, as I'm going through making all these videos, that I really like Classic because it's the one expansion where you are very powerful. You can do some crazy stuff that you'll never be able to do again in the game. And I think this is why a lot of people play Classic and they like to restart and play the game over and over and over. Because that probably was the best part of the game. I think that's what put EverQuest on the map. So that's what I'm kind of thinking, that you know, Classic is probably the best. I mean, you look at Classic, you could start in your own home city, you know, on a TLP, which really made a difference. None of the starting in Crescent Reach and stuff, although that's very convenient. So you could start in your home city. Every race had their own kind of dungeon and all that. And there's no overlap. I mean, you needed certain classes to do certain things. You couldn't, like later on in the game, the rogue can do pretty much what the enchanter can do. A lot of classes have overlap. Okay, mature worm. Old worm, we'll take him. Yeah, that's right. Foolish mortal, absolutely. And let me get this guy. Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, and Foolish Mortal said it best. Those best 40 to 50 levels are the best. I totally agree. I think the game was so well designed. Later on, the mobs just get ridiculously powerful, and the game really changes. It gets so fast. I mean, that's good too. But you know, I mean, let's look at a couple of zones that they did in Classic. I don't think they've ever really made them as good, except for Old Sibyllus. Okay, let's talk about Mistmore Castle. You know, and Blackborough, put it that way, Blackborough. You know, it was designed to just be the funnel of death. You know, a one-way dungeon, as I've always said, where you go in, and the only way you're getting out is you're gonna just come out the way you came in. There's no way to hide at the zone or anything. And when the mobs start training up to the zone, it's this cumulative funnel effect, which creates massive trains, death trains. And I don't think it was a mistake that they designed it that way. They probably said, we're going to make a death train dungeon. There we go, got this light blue guy here. And that's the same with Mistmore. You look at the kind of aggro you get there, the ridiculous aggro, and the kind of death zones you get in that death spots you get over there. That's really unique. Later on, some dungeons do get it, but I don't think they've ever reproduced that. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Here comes a conga line. I'll get this other guy here. So I gotta say now, you know, knowing what I do know, Playing in Time is really good too. Playing in Time is probably the last best zone they did. That was good too. I have another favorite. And let me see here. Nope, we didn't get the drop yet. Make sure I keep everybody alive. Yep, everybody looks good. When we talk about modern, Playing at Times is classic. Yeah, classic I meant like the very first expansion that came out. What else is good? I got a funny one for you guys. In the modern game, modern era, the one expansion I liked, and I know people are going to say, I didn't like that one, was a Broken Mirror. And the Broken Mirror, because it was a one expansion where you started getting stuff that made you real OP'd again, I felt. The dichotomic line of spells, that was just incredible. And all the Broken Mirror armor you got, the group level stuff was better than a lot of the raid gear before it. That was it. You did one easy quest and you got all that stuff, and it put you back into the driver's seat. Now, if you compare it to Ring of Scale, not Ring of Scale, but Burning Lands, what you're going to find is in Burning Lands, the players are very, very weak compared to the content. Whereas later on, you want to get the power back. That's what makes the game fun. Musical Missing, which armor are you talking about? And Crushbone, yeah, definitely. You look at Crushbone, the trains, they designed it so the trains would just build up in there. None of this. Some zones you go into and they're not set up where they develop massive killer trains. They do develop a train, but nothing like, to destroy everybody. But those early days, the design was just incredible. Oh, Musical Missinger, there is a video on the Broken Mirror armor quest. The first quest you should do when you turn 75. Check out that video. It should be in one of the playlists there. We've done it a couple times, but yeah, look at that. First quest you should do when you hit 75. And it'll show you the first easy experience point where you get almost half a level. And then later on, it'll show you, I think it'll show you how to get all the Augs and all that. And you'll just see how crazy OP'd the stuff is for its era. Like, you can skip all the other House of Thule, Veil of Valaris, all that other armor. When you just skip it, you get to 85 or 75, actually it is. You can start getting Broken Mirror armor. It's better than anything in the game. But yeah, check for that one. First quest you should do when you're 75. I believe that's it. Or check under the playlist, the Broken Mirror playlist. I'm going to send the pet on the Chromadrak. Uh-oh, here comes a Dispel. Uh-oh. Yep, buff's going down. Okay, we'll do a rebuff after we kill this guy here. Yeah, there's a lot of playlists. There's about 850 videos out there, so I tell people the best way to do is go in and check the playlist. You'll see them all in there. Some you have to sift through. There's so much stuff. Ooh, boy. All right, and nothing yet. Okay, so what do we lose here? I gotta get snakes with a Joe again. Musical Missingers, I've had a lot of people tell me that at 105 they've soloed that Broken Mirror armor quest called Into the Temple B. They've soloed it with a Shadow Knight, moloed it with Necro. Paladins have done it too, because there's a lot of undead in there. And as Enchanter you can do it too. You just get with a like a healer merc, you can do it. It's not too bad. But those classes can definitely do it. I've had other people do it, even with Ice Ops has done it with his Shadow Knight with no healer merc. It just took a little while, but that was kind of funny. And it doesn't mean you know that quest you don't have to clear the whole zone. You just clear part of it. No, not at 7. Actually, the funny thing is at 75, what happened is, if you get a merc, you probably can do it. Certain classes can do it at 75. Let me get this, get you guys buffed with haste. Yeah, 24 minutes. Yeah, but 75 you can't because you don't have enough AAs to do it. But 75 you can get a group together and definitely do it. But I think there's a class that could probably do it at 75. I'm trying to think. Yeah, you can box it. Oh, so you've done it, Musical Missingers. That's good. No pearlescent fragments either. And we will miss Habblethorn. He may be a little under the weather. We're getting so many spells out here. Cannibalize again. Chew your arm off. Yeah, you can box it definitely, Musical Missingers. We're still hoping we get that drop. So I think in the modern era, Broken Mirror, because here's some things I like with Broken Mirror. Yeah, Tyler, yeah. A Splurt, this is a Necro spell. Oh, we got a gem here, Fire Emerald, and the Bondage Word. And yeah, so in the modern era, I liked Broken Mirror because also everything's real close. It's situated so close to POK. It's kind of like you get, all your zones are not very far away. It was made for real convenience and being OP'd. And Daybreak knew it was good because it took them a while to release it as a free-to-play zone. Normally they were releasing the expansions, like the Darkened Sea and all that. But when it got up to releasing TBM, the Broken Mirror, they're like, no, we're not going to do that. Yet they waited like 2 years before they released it. And that is because they realized people would become so overpowered by doing the TBM armor quests, the group stuff, that the stuff in there. The aggro radius is so small inside into the temple, which is funny. And you can pacify the stuff. Some of the stuff, it's just easy to pull and all that. So I like that. Modern era. House of Thule was nice too. Some people didn't like it, but I like that a little bit. That's right, Habblethorn is our battle cleric. Battle clerics need rest. And so that was the modern era one I like. Some other expansion I thought was kind of interesting that I kind of liked too was Call of Forsaken. They had the Bixie Warfront. They had Gribbles. Gribbles was really, man, that was just great. You do Gribbles and it's like, man, this is just... It makes the game so much nicer and easier. So I would say the original classic EverQuest, because you could just go out with the minimum and still do fine out there. Let me get regen up. And then the modern era would be the broken mirror, just because you become so OP'd with that armor. And it was easy to do. All you do is buy the base armor and change out the augs. No more making new stuff again. You see if Toaster's got regen. He's got 2 minutes left. Toaster, here comes some regen. Yeah, sometimes you wonder if the items even drop anymore out here. And no sign of Eldritch the Old anywhere. Yeah, and Musical Myth Singers Defiant, oh man, it changed the game. It really, really did. But it's nice. You could wear Defiant and you could raid the old zones. No problem at all. So people wearing Defiant could go back and do raiding, which I think is really nice because they need to be able to have the ability to raid and enjoy more of the game rather than just sticking them with group stuff. So I think Defiant was bad in some ways, but also good in other. It made the game really easy on the group level, but made it possible to raid. We had done Venril Sathir, and with Defiant gear, and with Defiant, it's really funny because you can resist most of this stuff. So I'd have to say that. Like I say that, one thing I like about the TLPs is that, if they're not too crowded, the early zones are just great. Everybody knows it. They know how to do the early zones. They know where to go. They're simple. Nothing's too complicated. Everybody knows how to have fun. Another spell. Wow, Dementia. Oh boy, I don't even know if I bought that. But who cares? And what do we got? More worms. A guardian worm, guys. Here we go. Big boy. Oh, we got an old worm here. Yeah, getting around was harder. I know. I'm one of those that I kind of like playing the knowledge because you can get around, but in a way, the old world had that adventure of having to take a long trip to go somewhere. Okay, that's it. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, they got about 5 or 10 minutes left on me.
Okay, guys, somebody go ahead and bring in that guardian worm. Uh-oh, got a Chromadrak coming in too, I think. Gonna slow this guy. Yeah, that's right. Kunark is so much travel, and we got to see firsthand what happens when you get out to Velius. Just going to Cobalt Scar. If you don't have a druid, forget about it.
I don't know. I was a big fan of POP at first, but I learned to like it a lot.
Yeah, I actually like it a lot now. So much. It's a great way to get
I
buffed.
mean, if you spend more than half your game time just getting somewhere just to find out that somebody already killed your mob.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense, Toaster. I like how you can just, nowadays with POP, just, plain and knowledge, just go there and check, come back. It's not like a 3-hour trip out there, or 45-minute run. And he didn't drop anything. All right, Brian.
All right, guys.
Graham.
I'm going to call it. I got to work in the morning.
Okay, Scrath, thanks for joining us. Too bad we didn't get the cabin in the woods for you, but thanks for joining.
I hope you get this thing too.
Yeah.
Hey, did the write-up I read on him, he is the most common spot spawns right north of us.
Okay, we should just move there.
For what it's worth.
Yeah.
For what it's worth.
Why don't we move up there, guys, after this? Okay, Scrath, I'll pop you out of the group. Thanks for joining us. Last kill here. Yeah, that's true, Tyler. Hard mode, yep. Okay, so Scrath, next I'm gonna let's get Toaster back into the group here. Disband and Toaster. I'm gonna add you in back into the group. Welcome back, Toaster. Yeah, we should probably head north. I guess we head around along the wall or something. So is it kind of like a little bit north of this? I'll follow Toaster. Let's go this way, guys. Yeah, I think he's up here somewhere. I don't know. Worth a try. Yeah, and Tyler, I wonder, just waiting for Pantheon to come out. I wonder when it'll be. Someday, I hope. But who knows? Soon, hopefully. Okay, go following Toaster. There we go. Oh, there's a big worm up there. Sure, is this
I
a good
just
spot?
think the info for him from Mango on there shows where he spawns.
Okay, is it right around here?
I camped out. It was right just north of where we're at, right where the end of that one lava river ends. That's the most common, but he can spawn anywhere just about.
Oh,
But that seems to be the most common.
okay.
I put the link in Discord.
Okay, guys, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, where do I see Light Eyes going that way? I'll follow you guys up there. You're going up to Zordicalicus Ragefire.
I didn't see many mobs on the way to here.
Yeah.
Is it not all the way up there? We're heading the right.
We're about right here, Bardo.
Yeah.
Okay, come on over here, guys. Just set up on the hilltop. Oh, we got somebody here. This is like Chromadrax Central here. Light Eye seem to have his buffs up. That's good. Ooh, 2 Chromos right under us. Let's see where everybody. Oh, you guys are fanning out. All right. Well, looks like we got some worms coming in. And those guys are in the path of the chromos. Okay.
Went right around.
Okay. Okay, nothing yet. Well, Reds should be getting some EXP. Be careful out there, Reds. And another spell, Atoll Spectral Shackles. For the wizards. More chunks of meat, worm meat. If anybody's hungry. And this is a huge zone, guys. It's like a West Karana size zone. Got a Skyfire Drake down there. Let me go get him. Well, I bet you we get Reds leveled up here.
Actually, I'm too far away from the group.
Oh. Nothing out there, huh?
I got worms out here, but that's it though.
It says the Chromadrak is the pH.
Really? The chromos are the pH?
It's because he's a chromo.
Oh, we've been killing the wrong ones all that time. Guys, you know what we should do? We should try to pop an instance just for the heck of it, you know? Because you know why? We can get the Agent of Change and just try it, because a lot of times the Agent of Change will come with all the named in it. You know, there'll be a greater chance of the named spawning in it. Well, I don't know. I mean, one thing about the Agent of Change is the zone won't respawn, so that's a bad thing. In this sense, you want it to respawn. Okay. What's that?
He has lots of.
What'd you say?
He has lots. P8. Not just the chroma drag, it's all of them. I mean, anyone can spawn.
Yeah. Okay, here goes mature chromo drag.
Well, what I'm reading is the reason they say that is because it goes down a chain of mobs that go into a chroma drag that eventually.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Ah, I got it.
Okay, we'll kill
So
chromos.
it's the whole chain of mobs is about 12 mobs,
Oh,
and then the
wow.
final mob will spawn a chrono drake, and after the chrono drake will spawn. So one of the chrono drakes could be him.
I wish he dropped chronos. That'd make it all sweeter. I totally wish. All right, we got to kill chroma drakes.
Okie dokie.
Time to get dispelled.
I don't think we want talent.
What's that?
Talent doors up.
Oh, gosh. With Mighty Buff, I'm sure. Well, that could explain why we haven't seen him, because we got to kill chrono drakes. Ugh. If Talendor didn't have Mighty Buff, we could take him. But he has a real bad AoE. Okay, Chrono Drake, come on. We'll kill ya. Okay, healing Albardo. Oh, come back and get a heal if you want. Oh, I lost the clarity on him too. Healing Albardo. Go ahead and get you with haste too. I don't remember it being this hard of a drop on Core Nav.
I mean, if we tried an instance for better drops for things like
Uh-huh.
I mean, have we actually tried that, or
No, we could give it a shot. You know, in Core Nav, we always did the instance because the open world was so camped.
Well, I'm game if you are.
Okay. Let's kill this guy real quick here. Oh, he put a nasty heat blood on me. All right. Okay, so I guess what we do is we got to go back to the over there spot. And then when we go back there, we'll go back to the agent of change.
oh, we can sucker there, right?
Yeah, you can. So yeah, we can Sucor back. I think everybody's in a group. Snakes will meet you over there.
Incoming.
Okay, just I'm running snakes over there.
So where's our guy?
Oh, you got to zone out to the over there. And he's right out there. Okay, getting snakes here. Yeah, and it's always good to try the agent of change because we get a quick refresh on the the agent of change, the instance, and just pop it up. Have some people run out there, check to see if it's up, and then we can see it won't respawn. So if it's not up, then it's not up. And we don't have to worry about the fragments because I'll probably get hit by lightning 3 times before I get the fragments. I'm really serious. I'm not gonna put everybody through that whole hunting the fragments silly stuff.
No, but if we get them to drop, we'll know where to go in the future.
Oh, the fragments are just random. It could be on any mob. 0.01%.
No, I meant instances versus normal.
Yeah, instance, yeah. Let me see here. Let's see. Okay, and I just have to add snakes to the thing. Adding snakes to the instance. I think I got everybody here. That should be everybody, right? We got one group plus snakes. And just waiting. Wow, 72 players for Skyfire. Just wait a few minutes for it to spin up.
Going in.
Oh, you the man going in. Okay, say ready. To the agent of change. Okay. Talon door will be up, so guys, be very, very careful.
I was talking to him before.
Oh, if your faction is good, you're in great shape. Some people are not KOS to them, which is good. All right, look at Albardo. He's going out there scouting. Yep. Yeah, it's always worth a try. I'll just wait here. Oh, we got a Wervin. Okay, we'll come dispatch the Wervin. Watch him drop a fragment. It'd be just funny. He's like, here, have it. Okay, moving back to the spot out here. You may notice there's a lot of mobs out here. It's kind of weird.
Yep. Telendor is right in the middle.
Yeah, that's good. Hope he stays there.
It's Mighty Buff 2.
Yeah. Yeah, so remember the zone won't respawn.
Mighty Buff 2, 40 or 50%.
It's just a little weaker than Mighty Buff 1, but they're just as bad.
And I think Mighty Buff 1 is 60% reduction.
Yeah, horrible numbers. Look at Albardo. He's almost covered the whole zone. Uh-oh, Chroma Drac.
So we figure the plan is to kill these.
No, it won't respawn. Don't even bother with these.
Of course, if we don't have respawns, then that means whatever we're looking for is either up or it's not. Huh?
Yeah, so basically what we're just doing is we get Albardo to go around and run around. And if he sees him, he sees him. If he doesn't, then it's like, oh, don't even try. Unless, you know, you see another named.
Only Telendor.
Oh, gosh. Oh, well, guys. Come on back.
Yeah, on my way back.
Time to wind it up. So sad. We can't have every night we can't get lucky. Some nights we are, some nights we aren't. And too bad about the cabin in the woods. I would have liked to have done that for Zizzy.
Yeah, that was odd.
Yeah, some weird stuff on this server, like the newer stuff is all good, but then on the other hand, you get other situations where the old stuff never spawns.
I don't remember in the old days ever having a group or a guild go after it and have it not happen.
Yeah. Or even no hint of a fragment. We've killed so many out here. I should have had one fragment by now.
At least one.
Yeah, at least one, or, you know, Eldritch is really rare, but yeah.
I mean, I've witnessed over 200 kills here now easily and not one.
Yeah, that's right. It's about 200 kills. That's what happens sometimes on these special event servers, is sometimes weird stuff happens. You know, we know there's some good weird stuff that's happening, like the shoe factory. But all right, guys, we'll be back on Wednesday night. We tried tonight. We tried for the cabin in the woods, and the monsters are hiding tonight. They're all hiding from us because they're scared of the fatal felines. All right, everybody, have a great week. We will be back with more action on Wednesday or Thursday. See y'all then.